Hello, I'm Louise from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for the week for all signs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the general energies for everybody, and then I'm going to clarify it for each star sign. So you'll need to watch the general part, otherwise the individual star signs, it's not going to make any sense because it's just the tweaks for each sign there. So let's get going on it. Merry Christmas, everybody, because I'm publishing this on Christmas Day, I think. Yeah, I'm publishing this on Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas. I've got my hat on. It's not going to last long. I'll keep it on as long as it doesn't annoy me too much. So let's see what the energy is for everybody this week. The last week in 2020. Wow. What a year it's been, hey? But let's see what we've got going on this last week for all signs. If you'd like a private reading with me this weekend, I do have a sale. It's on my biggest block reading. So if you want to know what your biggest block is and how to release that, so that's your biggest resistance, what's holding you back the most, you can book in for one of those on BeHealing.com. There'll be links around this video as well. So let's see, we've got the Noble one. This is about staying true to yourself, doing your own thing, staying true to yourself, not backing down to peer pressure or anything like that, not letting other people push you around. It's like the ability for your own cause, being authentic. That's what I'm getting from this. Be authentic this week. Looking after yourself, doing the things that you want to do. It's almost like having blinkered vision this week. That's the guidance. Be authentic. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Putting yourself first seems very important this week. Let's get the tarot out and see what's going on. And it's the tarot part of it that I am going to clarify for each star sign. So let's see. Four of Swords, starting out with rest, recuperation, healing, that kind of thing. So, we've had very intense energies in the last couple of weeks, really. A lot of astrology going on, like big shifts going on, and this week too, right? So take care of yourself. It could be on your body, it could be on your mind and your emotions. A need to rest, a need to recuperate. And so don't push yourself into things too much. Don't sign up for too much. You know how we can do that? Book our time up over the Christmas holidays and stuff and be wanting to cook for everybody and then just put too much on our plate kind of thing. I'm not talking about, well, we might do that, overindulgence of food, but I'm just talking about, those of us that like to cook for everyone else. You just might be doing too much, filling your diary up too much and just be exhausted by it. And so be careful of not doing that this year. Because, yeah, the astrology is wild, it really is. Well, there we go. We've got the other cards out already. It's wild. There's a lot going on, so we've got to look after ourselves while we're going through this. Two of Swords, a decision to be made this week. You haven't got all of the information for this decision yet. Let's find out what that's all about. We've got the Four of Cups here as well, feeling left out. Oh, you might not be receiving properly. You might be giving too much this week. Yeah, you need to make sure that that doesn't happen. This is also about using your energy, using your time for yourself, right? Not waiting for someone else to do that for you. Your time, your energy, your space, your mental energy, your emotional energy, your fire, your passion. It's for you. It's for you in your life. You're not here as a servant to everybody else. You're not here to take care of everyone else. Your resources that you've got inside of you here for you. So the Four of Cups is about you holding that for yourself, is what I'm hearing too. So if you're feeling left out, it's because you're leaving yourself out. Wow, a lot of information coming through already. Then we've got the Eight of Swords here too, feeling bound by something. It's like I can't proceed forward. I haven't got it all. Again, I haven't got it all. It's all saying there's a feeling this week of not having all of the information, being held back in some kind of way, needing to hold yourself back. I think that's the answer, is you need to hold yourself back. You need to have your time and your energy for yourself, and then your decisions will become clear if you do that. But let's get some clarifiers out and see what it's about. Why the Four of Swords for everybody? The Moon. It's unknown, but it's emotional stuff, and it's, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not just about your body. It's not just about, the daylight hours that you've got and the things that you can do and stuff like that with your time. It's about your emotional health and your mental health too. As I said, the astrology is huge at the moment, and we're being, knocked around by all of these energies, and you need to take care of yourself. You really need to prioritize yourself. And it's an unknown reason too. So the tiredness that you have, or the whatever is going down that makes you feel like you need a break, that you need to lay down and rest and recuperate, take time out to heal. You might not know why. It might just be the astrology, right? It might just be the astrology. So why the Two of Swords? What have we got going on here? The Two of Swords. You don't feel like you've got all of the information that you need to make a decision. So it's almost like you feel like you need to make a decision, like you want to rush into it, but you haven't got all the details for it. So you can't rush in and make that decision. That could be frustrating to some as well, is what I'm hearing. So the Two of Swords is with the Two of Materials here, juggling things, juggling your energy, doing too much. You're doing too much. This is why, like I said, you need to bring your energy back to yourself. To be able to make that decision, you can't make it. And the universe isn't going to give you that information. You're not going to attract it toward you, so you can make a good decision for yourself while you're doing too much. Wow, we really need to take a step back this week. Why the Four of Cups then? Feeling left out of something. This could be like FOMO. It could be fear of missing out, right? Even though you're tired, you've got a fear of missing out. You don't want to be separate from the parties and all of that stuff, even though you're exhausted, maybe. You won't feel, if you're actually tending to yourself and giving yourself what you need, I don't think you're going to feel that way. Because if we feel replenished, how about that? Four of Emotions. It's the same card, the Four of Cups with the Four of Emotions. Don't focus on what you're missing out on. Focus on what you're gaining. If you're spending time and your energy for yourself, which is what the guidance is here, don't focus on what you're missing out on. Maybe you're going to be the only person. If you're the only one that says, no, actually, I'm going to stay home because I'm really tired, I'm exhausted, and I'm not going to cook that meal or whatever it is, maybe you're the only one that's going to be in a good emotional state from that afterwards, and everyone else will go along with it and really be battered around by this astrology that we've got going on, right? The Eight of Swords. I'm going to clarify each of these as well, more for the general, but also for each star sign too. This Eight of Swords, how come we're feeling bound by something? We're feeling restricted. Something about our strength, and again, the Two of Voices. No, Seven of Voices. Seven of Voices, like a path. Path from the darkness. We're feeling restricted. It's the Seven of Swords. We're feeling restricted because we've got this path out of darkness to the light, and we want to use our strengths. We want to push forward on that and use our strengths, but we can't. We've got to wait for something. We've got to wait for our energy to be good. It's almost like we're waiting for the astrology to ease up, but we're also waiting for ourselves to ease up on ourselves and make it easier on ourselves. Like, don't push ourselves so hard. Give ourselves time for ourselves. You understand what I'm saying with that, don't you? Everything that we've been given is for us and our life. It's not to be a servant for everyone else. Sure, we want to share our gifts with others, but we're not here as a servant to do that. The energies that we've got, we're here for ourselves as a spirit to create the things that we want to create in the world and have the experiences that we want in the world. And so we need to use our energy for ourselves, not for everybody else. Yeah, we can do that later once we've filled ourselves up. But we need to always put ourselves first. Self-love is just so important. So if you've been wanting to use your strengths and give it out, that's the path you've been taking, trying to take that path out of darkness. What I mean by the path out of darkness is from the struggle, from the burdens, from the things that have been hard in your life, but the things that have been hard to manifest in your life. If you're wanting to get from that path from darkness to the light, and you want to use your strength in it, you might be trying to overcompensate to use your strength to push through that. You're being held back. Of course, that's why the Eight of Swords, because you're going to be held back from that. The universe is going to say, look, I'm not going to let you sacrifice yourself for other people. Your life is your own for you. You've got a path. You are one of these important souls here, not just everybody else. You're not here to take care of everyone else. You're as important as them. You need to start using your energy for yourself. Wow, powerful. Let's get some more clarifiers out for that for the general. Four of Swords and the Moon. Why do we need to rest at the moment? And recuperate. because of our emotions and our feelings, but what, and it's about something unknown too. Forgiveness and masculine energy. Oh wow, really? So we're in a changing paradigm is what I'm hearing right now, from this masculine paradigm, the toxic masculine paradigm, that is. And we've got the masculine awakening at the moment, and the feminine's going through the same thing. It's not just the men that are awakening, it's the masculine. Everybody's masculine has been in the toxic, because that's being lauded by society, and now we're shifting from that. And so we've got this forgiveness to go through. This is what's really behind it, see? So it's like we're tearing ourselves apart as we're going through this transition. Imagine if you were, say, I don't know, a frog. So you start out as a tadpole and you've got gills and stuff, and you're swimming around in the water, and then it's time to get out onto land, and you're like, what the hell? And you, as we're changing paradigms like that, which is kind of what we're going through at the moment, we've got to get used to that, and we've got to forgive and let go of our attachment to breathing in water and stuff like that. So that's why it's unknown. That's why there's an unknown aspect to it, because we're being triggered into it, because it's like we're moving into a new world now, a new era. We don't get it. We don't get these new energies yet, and we've got to figure out how to breathe on land, is what it is. So a lot of it is about forgiveness of the past, the old paradigm, the constrictions, the toxic masculine, all of that stuff. Heavy. Two of Swords and Two of Materials. Why can't we make a decision? Things are up in the air. The energy's up in the air. Our energy's up in the air. We haven't found our stability in these changes and energies yet. Haven't yet learned how to transition from breathing in the water to breathing on land. Oh, that's too many. I might take them all out. It's about our growth. It's about our healing energy. We can't make a decision yet because it's not time. We can't go forward with that toxic masculine paradigm in this same way. Oh, make a decision, get acting on it, just make it happen. It's like, but no, everything's changing. We're emotional beings, we're spiritual beings, everything's changing. We've got to get more into that feminine like that and give ourselves time. Things are up in the air with the universe, so we can't make a decision yet on practical things, where to live, what relationship to be in, how to make our money, that kind of thing. If anything wants to change in your life, you can't push for it at the moment with this strength. You've got to heal yourself first. It's a teaching moment. We're being taught how. It's like a new paradigm. We've got to learn how to be in this new paradigm now. Very interesting. So the universe is juggling it. We can't make decisions yet because of it. We need to settle into this new environment. It's like moving to a new town or something. Or it's like going on holiday, right? When you first get there, you tend not to go out and about in the first hour or whatever. You know, you'll get into your hotel room and check it out. Maybe check out the resort, something like that. You don't just get straight out there. Do you know what I mean? You settle in first. We're settling in now, and we're learning about this new energy and how to grow. So why the Four of Cups and the Four of Emotions? I do feel like it's taking our time and our energy for ourselves. Probably getting, well, the Hermit hasn't come out, but it's more getting into that Hermit mode, really. If we've been putting ourselves out there too much. Whoa, don't know whether we want that, because it tried to jump away from me. Stripping illusions, the illusions of what you need to do, That was really clear. Stripping illusions of what you think you need to do, those requirements that are of you, the things that you need to, but I have to do that. Why do you have to do that? Well, I've got to keep the plates spinning, otherwise they're going to fall to the floor. Well, what if they fall to the floor instead of you falling to the floor? Maybe it's better for the plates to fall to the floor instead of you falling to the floor. Stripping illusions of what you think you have to do, because there's unlimited possibilities available. You see, we're changing. But in order to change to this new paradigm, we've got to take our time to ourselves and our energy for ourselves. So we're feeling bound. We want to get from this path from darkness to light, or struggle to ease. We want to push our way through that with our strength, but we can't. That's what's binding us, this toxic masculine. Last week was a bit about that as well. We've got to integrate first. We've got to integrate the new energies. We've got to, like going on holiday or arriving in a new town, we have to acclimatize ourselves. That's what it is, acclimatizing ourselves to these changing energies. Right. So I am going to clarify each of those for each star sign after I've done this. But let's find out what's in our love lives for the general. I'm going to get one of these out for the general, and I'm also going to get one of these out for each star sign too, because we all tend to be going through slightly different things in our love life. So what's the general going, what are we all going through in our love lives right now? I would guess it's got something to do with the toxic masculine with all those cards that have come out. The dark side of the masculine, you know, the control, the pursuit of money, regardless of whether it's good for people, stuff like that. We know what the toxic masculine is. It's really blown up lately with the amount of narcissistic behavior out there and stuff like that. That's the stuff that's been applauded. Take a look around. There's so many narcissists that have a lot of money. It has been applauded and rewarded by society. That's the toxic masculine taking right over, and we're coming out of that now. Okay, we've got two cards out. Let's take them both together. Give your relationship a chance and release your ex. One in, one out. That's what I'm getting from this. One in, one out. You've got someone to release, and you've also got someone to give a chance to. But you can't give someone a chance. You can't give this positive relationship a chance until you've released this ex. There's an attachment to somebody that you still have, and it's an ex. I believe it's an ex for most people. There's someone that you've kind of got rid of already, but that heart, you might want to do a cord cutting or something like that, because there's still that heart attachment there. Your heart still calls out to them. The process to part your ways isn't complete. You've still got that etheric cord of emotional attachment attached to them, and it's stopping you from giving your new relationship a chance. A new romantic cycle begins. It wants to begin, but you've got to let go of that ex. You've got to release your ex for good now. So circumstances might be coming about this week where your ex comes back in for you to release them, or for you to realize that you've actually released them more than you think. It might be that your mind keeps that etheric cord attached. It can be from one solar plex to the other person's solar plex, always connected by that thread. And it might be that your mind is just thinking of the past and how connected you were in the past. And then when you actually see them again, you could be seeing them again this week. You might think, when you might see them and actually not feel anything. And so your perception, your energetic perception of them is them in the past. It's their past energy. So that cord is actually to a past version of themselves. Wow. But you're trying to give this new relationship a chance, and you're hindering yourself through this attachment that you've got. Cord cutting, you can have that done by a practitioner. Right? And I do them sometimes in my energy healings if I feel them there. You can do cord cutting guided meditations as well. You can probably find some of them on here, on YouTube. I used to have one available on my website, but it's not available anymore. So I can't help you. Unless you want an energy healing from me. Which are half price if you add them onto any reading that you purchase, by the way. So what's going on here? Releasing an ex so that we can give our new relationship a chance. Very interesting. Here you go. If you've had trust issues with this new relationship, and you want to give it a chance, but you're not giving it a chance because you've got trust issues with them. You're not really trusting it. You're not really trusting your choice in them too. It's all about this releasing your ex. This is really interesting. So you have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. But while you're still connected to this past version of your ex that's in your energy field, you're not trusting yourself because you're still connected with them. So you still think that something went wrong there. You're like, well, how can I feel so strongly to this past version of my ex? You don't realize that it's past version of your ex now. You will when you catch up with them again. But you're thinking, well, if I've still got this strong love connection with my ex and we're broke up, then what am I doing wrong? I'm picking wrong or something. Something's going wrong here. And so you've got a mistrust of yourself because of this dodgy connection with a past person. It's like a shadow of them, a past vibration of them. You've got a connection to. It's stopping you from giving your relationship a chance. So you're judging them by that same mistrust kind of thing. Well, if I can't trust myself, how can I trust someone else, And maybe your ex-person did something, cheated on you or something like that, and you've got that same misgivings, but it's all about this attachment to your ex. That's why you're still holding on to that energy. So you will trust. If it's really hard for you to release those trust issues, this is why. You have to release that connection with them because it's bigger than you think. It could be like a really important ex to you that you have a very strong bond with. Wow, let's get some more about that. What are these? All the decks that I'm using are in the description box. Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, gambling. We've got the hand of cards out here. It's almost like your fate can change very, very quickly. It says take a chance. It says give your relationship a chance. Take a chance on it. This new romantic cycle can start, and you can trust yourself and them very easily if you just disconnect that cord that you have to memories, rose-tinted glasses memories of your ex. It is. That's what it is. I'm going to get one of these out for each star sign as well, so stick around for that. I'll put fast forward links to those. But let's get some more cards out here for everybody. What's going on for everybody? And find out with these tea leaf cards. Okay, what else is going on? We've got the nest here. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Yes, I saw that in the daily reads. It came up a lot. We're being shifted toward that. If you're trying to manifest that, or you're trying to manifest taking your relationship to the next level, to have this nest, this family, all of that, or if you're trying to find somebody, get into a relationship, this new one, if you want a family with them, that is coming up this week big time, of how to take it to the next level, what to release to take that to the next level. So to be emotionally secure, especially that too, and get the kind of love that you want, to be loved in the way that you really want. So you've also got pleasure with a close friend this week, and it may be many friends too, of course. It's Christmas time. It's New Year as well. There's a very good vibe for New Year's Eve, by the way, and getting together with people. Very reciprocal, sharing energy. I love it. You've also got money path here. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. There's a short-term money path coming up this week on one of the days. Can't remember which day it is now. Watch the dailies to find out. But yeah, also a long-term path is what I'm getting here too. A sure path, and it's knowing yourself. Find out more in the daily reads about that. And there's a temporary situation going on here. What is the temporary situation? Let's find out. What's the temporary situation? What's this tent talking about here? What's the temporary situation? Oh, it could be that money path, yeah. We do have a short-term money thing happening this week. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Okay, this temporary situation, it's talking about something else here. So a temporary situation, temporary troubles and obstacles, it could be this lack of energy that is going to turn around. Mountain road, you're on the road to success. It is going to turn around. So if you've been having financial troubles or anything like that, this week, you've got guaranteed success with the star card here. So that is going to turn around. The troubles that you've been having, they're just temporary. It is going to turn around. That's good to know. So give us some more about what's going on this week. Happiness. Gorgeous. Happiness. On the path to happiness this week, true happiness that's really unique to you as well. Happiness in your way. The casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. This is your ex. This is that breaking the energetic ties to your ex, to the past version of your ex off as well. That's going to free you up for this nest. And for pleasure with friends too, and probably your money path as well, because everything seems to ride on us being open. We can't be open when we've got attachments like that to people that have hurt us and stuff. We can't be open to abundance, of receiving love. It's all the same vibration. It's just we can't be open to the energy of the universe giving us stuff. We've got a haystack. Karma, you'll reap what you've sown. Oh, a karmic week. Yes, we did. We had the Justice card out a couple of times, I think, this week in the dailies. So we do. We have karma, reaping what you've sown. Could be good, could be bad. What's in your karma, you'll know. You might have an inkling of what is coming there. What else have we got? Very positive energies this week, I think, even though there seems to be a lot of contradictions of that in all of these tarot cards. It's because this is our way to have that positive energy, you know. I mean, really, there's just one message here, isn't there? It's like, take time for yourself. Take time for yourself, use your energy for yourself, and everything comes good. Give us one more of these cards for this week for everybody, please. Or maybe I'll get one of these out for each star sign as well. Yeah, I will. I'm going to do that. I'm loving this new deck that I've got. Okay, let me explain this one. This is Gavel, involvement with the law. Right, this could be shenanigans. This could be drunken shenanigans, that kind of thing. Because this card came out for New Year's Eve, and it could be just having a bit too much fun and involvement in the law. Let's put it that way. I don't think this is serious at all. It's a funny thing. Let's get some of these out for everybody. For the week, what have we got going on this week? All signs. Okay, the thread. That's to the X. The thread to the X. That etheric cord needs cutting this week. We've got the comic here. This is about using this. The comic is the card where, you know, it's like the depressed person that makes everyone laugh. The one that hides themselves behind that comic, you know, telling jokes or smile on the face, things like that. But this is actually in a positive light this week. And you might do this, you might find yourself doing this around your family. But this is saying use that. If you don't want to answer some questions, say, you know, the auntie that always asks you, are you still single? Why are you still single? Things like that. It's like, because I'm a businesswoman, because I'm like, my life is my own. But if you don't want to explain yourself like that, just tell a joke instead. You can use this to avoid having to deal with situations with muggles that just don't understand your magical path. That you like, I'm doing magical shit here. I'm helping heal the world. You can't tell Auntie Flo that. She doesn't get it. So you tell her a joke instead. You're still single. Yeah, it's because I stink. You know, just whatever. Just tell a joke and just let it go. So this is like, you can tell some white lies. You can make jokes about it to avoid muggle conversations. We've got the Starborn here. This is like a golden egg. A golden opportunity. It's like being born again. It's a whole new life. Wow. There's you see the three. This is the number 3 card. I'm just getting a lot of information about this now. So this is like a golden egg. It's like a start of a birth of a new life, being reborn into a new life. The number 3, I just saw that as a triangle, a 3-sided triangle, right? Which is the sign of the womb. You're being born again. Wow, yeah, it's you that's coming out of this egg. The cosmic egg, the starborn, cosmic egg, golden egg. It's a magical time. The most magical time of the year. Even more so. It's not just Christmas. A magical time of the year isn't just for Christmas, it's for life. Okay. So let's get clarifying for each star sign then. So I am going to clarify each of these rows of tarot to see what it is for each star sign. I'm also going to get a Romance Angels to find out what's going on in love lives for each star sign. Island Time Wellness 2, all about love. And I'm going to get a 2-leaf card out as well. So let's get started with Aries. As I said, there's going to be the timestamp so you can fast forward to them. You could watch your sun, your moon, your rising, maybe your Venus as well. You might also want to cross-watch for your person, for your new person, not the old one. Okay, Aries, let's get going. So Aries, what is this 4 of Swords and the Moon for you? Why do you need to rest and recuperate at the moment? Overwhelming. Wow, things have been overwhelming. And they've got gratitude out with this, Aries. So things have been overwhelmingly good, but still overwhelming, you know? It's like I had to take time off from my business lately because it was going too well. I was too busy. Going too well. I had to take time off to rest and recuperate and to make some new decisions in my business. You might have noticed some slight changes this week. You'll notice that I'm not making thumbnails now. I will for the pick a card reads, but I'm not going to make them for the daily reads. It's just too much work. I'm streamlining a lot of things. I'm not doing the free mini reads in Psychic Cafe now. It's too busy, so it's by donation. There's all these tweaks that I'm making to make it easier on myself. I'm having to do less work, step back from it to give time to myself. You've got a similar thing too. You're grateful for it, but it's still too much for you. So you got to take a step back, Aries, and give yourself time and take a rest. So you could be doing too much. Too active, too fiery, passion, too much activity there, Aries. What's this Two of Swords and the Two of Materials? You want to, oh yeah, you want to make a new decision, but you can't because energies are up in the air right now. It's about abundance and it's about a friend. You've already got too much on your plate work-wise. You're having to take a step back from that. That's why you can't make a decision right now. You've got to take that step back. Give yourself time to rest first. Holidays could be the perfect time to do that, Aries. Take some time off. Definitely take some time off because that's not going to change. You're still going to feel like you can't make a decision on this abundance. It could be like a new business with a friend or something like that. It could be about work-life balances as well. But you can't make that when you don't have that space to make that decision. So give yourself space there. What's this Four of Cups and Four of Emotions for you? Taking the risk and waiting, not acting on something straight away. Someone asks you to do something, you can say no, or you can just say wait, maybe do that in the new year or something. Just put things off. Take the risk and put things off. You can do that. Take some time for yourself. Give yourself space with nothing in it. Take the risk and wait. Give yourself time. Some magic could show up instead. When you've got space, you need to have space for that magic to show up. It's like the universe adores a vacuum, right? So we've got to make those vacuums. We've got to have some space in our lives and then it can fill it up. It's like if you want to have new friends in your life, you've got to get rid of the old ones. Look, I'm not talking about shallow graves and stuff like that. I'm just like, just back down from them, say no to them, don't hang out with them. Just back off and make that space in your life so that you've got time where you just sat doing nothing. And then the universe will step in and fill that in. Same with your work too. If you want this great new business, take time off, like I did in the last couple of weeks. Just take time off and watch movies. That's what I was doing. I was watching movies, spending a lot of time by myself, getting down to the beach again, getting out there in the swimming pool, just taking a lot of time for myself and giving myself a break. And then the ideas of how to change things. Because when you're on, then it came in, when you're on that treadmill all the time, you can't make those decisions. And you know what else I discovered too? Is I was asking for my partner to come in, who might be moving in with me. I was asking him for him to come in, and I realized I don't even have time or space for him at all. I was thinking I would just make that time and space. No, I needed to make it beforehand. And once I spent that couple of weeks doing that, I knew, well, before he even gets here, I want to have this time for myself too. I need more life balance. I feel that's where you're at, Aries. So take that risk and give yourself some time off. What's this Eight of Swords and Strength and the Seven of Voices? Let it go. Surrender. It's going well. You're going really well. You're allowed to take a break. You don't need to be pushing forward with that strength all of the time. It's what I've already told you, Aries. So your love life, apart from releasing your ex to give this new relationship a chance, whether you've met this new relationship yet or not. Let's move those out of the way a bit. What else is going on in your relationship, Aries? Love life, I mean. You deserve love. You do. You deserve love. And it might surprise you. I'm hearing, for those of you Aries that don't have a new relationship yet, but you need to release this ex so that you have a chance to meet somebody new, so they're out of your energy. You are lovable, and it might surprise you the kind of person that will love you properly, Aries. They might be different than the usual type. I know I haven't picked that card out, but that's what I'm hearing for you. Is the person that can really love you properly might not be the person that you've been looking for. The kind of person that you've been looking for, Let's get one of these out for you, Aries. So you do deserve love, and you deserve loving properly. Oh my goodness. You got stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So you might not be thinking that you deserve love just because it hasn't happened for you yet. Nobody's loved you right, kind of thing. But it is going to happen. You just need to release that ex, because you do deserve love. Let's get you one of these tea leaf cards out. Move those out of the way. What else is going on for our Aries this week? Dagger. Wow. You've been stabbed in the back, and then you got dagger out too. The dagger card, fear, worries, tense situations. What are you doing to yourself, Aries? Release yourself from that fear, worries, tense. You might not even be feeling it yet with this moon card, and that's why you need to give yourself time off. But it's there. It's there, and you need to release yourself from that. So you've got, actually, it's more serious than I thought. I was picking up on your energy and how you're feeling it, and then we're being told that you are being stabbed in the back by someone else, or you were, and you're still holding on to that pain. And you've got this underlying anxiety that you're doing to yourself through overwork and keeping on going and using your strength to push forward, despite all the energies are trying to get you to pull back. So pull back, Aries. Taurus, what about you? What is this Four of Swords and the Moon about for you, Taurus? Why have you got to rest up? This moment, judgment separates. Wow. Okay, you're battling with the workaholic inside of you. You're battling with your inner workaholic here. This is saying, like, just be in the moment and react to your energy in the moment. Either doing something in the moment if you feel great, or not, pulling back. And you might not know why you want to pull back, but just go with the energies. Be in the moment and go with the energies. It's time to start living on that very intuitive level, being tuned into yourself. Don't judge yourself for that. So, this is all about releasing that toxic masculine. Well, the toxic masculine treats us all like steady masculines. Well, half of us are feminine, and we're going through all of these cycles, these emotional cycles. We're not all that steady masculine, not even men, right? So don't do that to yourself. Stop judging yourself like that, like you should be able to function all the time, every day, do your work on time, like you're not a robot. Taurus, you're not a robot. So you're battling with your workaholism this week, Taurus, and you need to take time off. Be in the moment. Stop judging yourself for that. So you might have been taking time off, but judging yourself for it. So stabbing yourself in the back kind of thing, even though you're taking it. So it's like taking one step forward and then one step back if you judge yourself for it. Why this Two of Swords and the Two of Materials? A decision that you want to make, but you can't make it yet because something is up in the air. Something is unknown, up in the air, energy is up in the air. You've got brilliance and physical action. Oh, you know what you want to do. You know about this decision that you're going to make, but all of the details aren't in yet, but you're clear on it. I know what this is for me, for this Taurus here. And I'm just biding my time because I know that this information will come out. I get it. I know it. I know the decision I'm going to make. This is, for me, it's a business kind of thing in the future. Maybe a few months down the line. I don't know when it will show up, but I know what I'm waiting for. You've got something brilliant too, Taurus, that is going to happen. Maybe in a few months' time as well, but it's sometime in the future, and you just need to wait for the energy or for whatever it is, but it's going to be brilliant for you. So definitely don't push ahead on that. Bide your time. I'm getting really good at that now, biding my time, having an idea and then sitting on it for a while, knowing that if it's the perfect idea, the universe is going to come through with all of those cooperative components. So be like that, Taurus. What's this Four of Cups and the Four of Emotions for you? Taking time for yourself, having a good time, enjoy. Yeah, have a good time, Taurus. Have a good time. Not all work. Have a good time instead. Wow, you've had an amazing year, Taurus. With all my readings, you've had an amazing year. Things have been really going for you, especially money, right? And so take some time for yourself. Enjoy, take some time off. Have a good time. Let your hair loose. That kind of thing. Use your energy for yourself, for your fun, just for fun, frivolous. Have a good time, enjoy. I love that. Eight of Swords, Strength, and the Seven of Voices. You're feeling bound by something. You want to push forward. What's all this about for you, Taurus? Things are going well. You don't need to push forward. What the workaholic inside of you says, push forward, keep on going, growth, all of that. And you just need to take a step back and go, actually, things are going well. Your intuition says things are going well. Don't need to keep on pushing. Don't need to bind myself up by that. The pursuit of more. You don't need to, right? Okay, Taurus, what about your love life? What's going on in our love life this week? Apart from releasing our ex, a new person, known or unknown to us, can come in, because it's going to be different for each Taurus, but well, for everybody really, whether that new person has come in or not. But we can only give it a chance when we've got rid of this ex good out of our energy. And remember, it's that connection. It's the emotional bond. It's that thread. It's that etheric connection we need to let go of to the past version of them. It's not you'd never talk to them again, or, you know, obliterate them out of your life. It's not about that. It's about the etheric bond, which is very different. Oh, Taurus, we've got new love. Yay! New love, new cycle in the love. Someone new romantic. It could be a new person for some of us. That when you've released that ex, that etheric bond, that etheric cord to that ex, oh, yes, your new person could come in, or the old person could come in. I mean, an old new one, if you know what I mean, could come in. New love, start again, fresh start with somebody that you're not quite over. Got a healing heart here. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. That's the X. That's what's going to bring that love in, is letting that go. And you probably heard that before. I might have said it before, but now I'm saying it really specifically. It's the etheric attachment, which I feel it from the solar plexus chakra to someone else's solar plexus chakra. And it's not to them. It's not to their being as they are now. It's to your memories of who they were, probably in their best moments. That's the attachment there. Get rid of that. And I said in the general part of it how to do that, releasing etheric cords. You can do it in an energy healing, you can have someone else do it to you. You can listen to guided meditations for cord cutting, that will help you too. And just the realization that you're attached to a positive image of them in your head. Do you know what I mean? A past version of themselves, which isn't even true. It's just the highlights. It's like falling in love with the highlights of somebody. Oh, Taurus, you've got a secret admirer. Someone's watching you. Wow. And the tiger too. Two flipped over at the same time, so you got them both, Taurus. You've got a secret admirer, someone that's watching you, and they're waiting to pounce. This one says, do something risky, taking a chance. They're going to take a chance. They're waiting for your energy to open up. They're waiting for you to do the list. Then they're going to pounce on you. Someone's got their eyes set on you like a tiger, like you're the prey. They want you. They're determined to get you too. So this new love, it's already there and waiting for you just to heal your heart. Free yourself from that ex. Wow. Gemini, what about you? What's this Four of Swords? Why do you need to take a break? Why do you need to rest and recuperate? What is this unknown thing? To soften and open and include. So Gemini, this is what this means. You're trying to push yourself into situations. Your fear of missing out on all of that. You want to push yourself into a situation, push yourself forward, into business, into success, into friendships even, to be included. And it's not what's going to actually make you included. You know what actually gets you included? Gets you all of the invites, gets money just flying at you, all of that stuff, gets that love coming at you. Instead of you having to go out there and try and grasp at it. It's self-love. It's self-love that does that. You start loving yourself, take that step back, and self-love, you're going to be like a big magnet to other people that want to love you too and give you more of that. Have you noticed that? Say people that have got a lot of money, they get a lot of freebies. It happens. I get a heap of free stuff now. Did I get all of that free stuff when I had no money and I had a heap of debt? No. Because you get what you're putting out there, you get that vibration back. So that's why you have to do it, Gemini. Stop trying to grasp on to those things that you want. Love yourself, take a break instead, so that you can soften and open, so that you will be included. So it will be given to you. Give it to yourself so it can be given to you. And if you've got nothing to give yourself, you think you've got nothing to give yourself your time, your energy, your attention, your focus. There are things you can do. You can take care of yourself the best way possible with everything that you've got right now. It's a call to self-love for you, Gemini. What's the Two of Swords? You can't make a decision on something because the universe is everything's up in the air. Let go of the past, and transformation is what this is about. Trying to make a decision on a relationship is what I'm hearing here for most of you, Gemini. And you can't, because everything's up in the air. You're still holding on to things to the past. You need to love yourself first as well. You can't get a good relationship until you're loving yourself. You're going to attract people, but not ones that can love you properly. And so there's a lot up in the air for you, Geminis. You need to let go of that past and transform yourself. Love yourself, Geminis. Transform yourself, and then you will get that thing that you want. I'm hearing it's a relationship for a lot of you. Four of Cups, Four of Emotions. What's going on here for Geminis? Transformation, refocus. It's transformation again. This is a time for big transformation in you, Gemini. And you've got to lead the way by pulling back, using your energy for yourself, taking your time for yourself, pulling back. That's the most important for you now. So focus, refocus yourself on your own transformation, putting yourself first. Like I said, that self-love thing. Put yourself first. So why the Eight of Swords? Why are you feeling bound even though you want to push forward? Like we've already seen that. You're trying to push forward and get stuff instead of vibrating and letting it come to you. Just going about your own business, loving your own life, living your best life by yourself in your own little world. And then suddenly you start attracting everything. Go for it. And who am I? Right, you're not in complete alignment with who you really are. Because you're trying too hard. You're trying to put your energy out there too hard. You're trying to get stuff too hard. You're trying to manifest too hard. Things like that. Yeah, I'm too hot. That's better. You're trying too hard, and so don't try and go for it so much. Just look after yourself and just be happy instead. Just make it enough for you to be really happy, because that's when you're going to get all your stuff anyway. Wow, I was getting really hot then. What's going on in your love life? Let's see, Gemini. You're releasing your ex so you can give your relationship a chance. New relationship, let's see. Reconciliation. So you've had someone in your past you want to reconcile with you. They want to reconcile with you. You want to reconcile with them. You want to give that relationship a chance, and you're like, why is it not happening? Why are they not coming in? Why isn't this reunion happening? Claire's cards keep on saying the reunion is going to happen. It's not happening. What's going on? How am I holding myself back? Well, you've got that ex to release. That's something. What else? You're heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad separation. Oh, yeah, this one. Right. You're deeply heartbroken about this one. You haven't healed from that yet. The same person, the one you want to reunite with. You might think, no, I've let it go. I'm all healed from that now. You haven't. You're still hurting there. I feel like you need to tell them. This separation, it's hurting you. And something that happened between you. You're going through a grieving process at the moment, and you need to let that happen. We can't force it and we can't push that. Oh, Gemini. Yeah, it's a grieving process. We can't speed it up. Nothing speeds it up. We've just got to go through it at the same pace. And it's different for everyone. So, like, if it's breakups, some breakups we get over fast. Some breakups we don't. Some breakups it takes years to get over. What's the difference? I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Some people can die that I thought that I was really close to and everything, and I was close to, but the grieving process is really fast. And then somebody I've hardly had any connection with in my life dies, and I take it really bad, and the grieving process takes ages. What's the difference? I have no idea. But grief is an unusual process, and we have it with breakups, with heartbreak and stuff like that. And so take your time, Gemini. Don't try and rush it. Look after yourself as best you can. Let's get one of these out for you, Gemini. Cracked cup. Dissatisfaction with life. Dissatisfaction with this relationship, even though you want to get back together with them. Dissatisfaction with what you're trying to manifest. It's time to really take a step back. The universe wants to give it all to you. You don't need to try so hard for it. You just need to love yourself more. Just love yourself more. You're a cracked cup. It's time to piece yourself back together. Humpty Dumpty. And then you won't be so dissatisfied with life. So start where you're at now with what you've got now. Be satisfied with that. And then look after yourself with what you've got to the best of your ability. Piece yourself back together. Start feeling good about your life again. And then all of that stuff that you've been wishing for is going to come. I promise. Eventually. If you get that self-love right, it doesn't. It happens real fast. Like it happened so fast with me. When I finally got it, what this self-love thing is all about. Cancer. What about you, Cancer? Four of Swords and the Moon. Why have you got to rest and recuperate right now? Oh, you've got to get support. You've got to face that too. You're doing it all, Cancer. You're doing it all for everybody. You're doing it all for yourself. Are you like independent, doing everything for yourself? Love to support each other's, but if someone asks you, do you need some help with that? You know, no, I'm right. I could do it all. Stop doing that. You deserve support too. You love giving support, right, Cancer? Other people love giving support too. They want to love you. You're not source. You're not here just to love everyone else and never receive any love for you. You're not. You don't have to be source. Reciprocation, you need to allow yourself to be supported. Face it. You're stopping yourself for some reason. You're trying to prove yourself by giving. Our hearts have 4 compartments, right? Two of them, they pump blood around the body. The other one receives that blood in the body. And you think that a heart can just be that one-sided thing, just pumping that blood out and it would work. No, we would die. We would die. And this is what you're doing. You're hampering your energy by just wanting to give out all the time. So you need to learn how to receive, allow that support in, force yourself to it. It's going to feel uncomfortable when you first start. I know, because I used to do it. I used to be so independent. And it is trauma. It's trauma that causes us to be that. And especially if we're trying to do it for everyone else too. We're trying to prove ourselves on top of it. So we're not only protecting ourselves from everyone else to try and be independent and do it all ourselves for ourselves, but we're trying to prove our worth because we don't feel good enough by helping everyone else. And you end up in a mess when you do that. That's why you've got to stop. That's why you've just got to stop. You've got to cut yourself off from it. It's an addiction. Cut yourself off from it, saying, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to cut myself off. 2 of Swords. What's this decision you're trying to make, but the timing isn't right because the energies aren't right yet? What is it all about for you, Cancer? All right, I got 3 cards out. I'm going to put them back because they weren't making sense anyway. What's this decision you're trying to make, Cancer? 2 of Swords, 2 of Materials. Right. You're trying to make the perfect decision, but you can't at the moment because of where your energy's at, right? Because you're not balanced. An unbalanced person can't make a good decision for themselves. There you are trying to make the perfect decision, thinking it's the decision that's going to sort your life out. It's not. It's the balance that's going to sort your life out. Now is not the time to make that decision, especially not a perfect decision, because there is no such thing. Any decision we make is all right. And it's all going to result in gifts and challenges, because that's life. That's the duality of life. We cannot make a perfect decision. You're really hard on yourself, Cancer, with all of this stuff. Trying to live the perfect life. I can smell smoke. Trying to live the perfect life, make the perfect decisions so that you can avoid receiving off anyone, and you can't. So 4 of Cups and 4 of Emotions. What's all of this about? You're brilliant. Don't worry about it. Already brilliant. Don't worry about it. It's like you're trying to add more to your life without receiving it. Whoa, you're really setting yourself a hard thing here. An impossible task. You've set yourself an impossible task, Cancer. So no wonder you're feeling left out of things. But you are brilliant. Don't worry about that. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to do everything for everyone and be perfect to prove that you're worthy to receive one little thing from the universe. You don't need to do that. You should stop doing that, in fact. What's this 8 of Swords and Strength and the 7 of Voices about? Let's see. How are you being hindered here? Trying to push through it with your strength. This is it, right? Cancer, you've got I am heard, and what's under that? So you're there asking for the things that you want from the universe. You're like, universe, I want a new iPhone, I want a new speaker, I want a new house, I want to change location, I want this new job, I want this success, I want this, that, a relationship. You're putting all of this down on your wish list. You're like, why isn't the universe hearing me? It's not giving me what I want. Me, I'm here, I'm being good, I'm looking after everyone else, I'm loving, I'm giving. And Cancer, it's like, yeah, the universe is hearing you, but what's under that? Like, I've already told you what it is. You don't have to be loving and giving. I mean, you don't. That's not a requirement to get your stuff. You're doing it too much, out of balance. You're not going to lose that part of you. When you're completely filled up and you're receiving and you're letting people love and support you, you're still going to be loving and giving. You're just not going to be out of balance loving and giving. You're not going to be doing it to try and prove yourself. You're going to be letting yourself receive from others. So you are heard. Stop telling yourself that the universe is not hearing you, and stop trying to push yourself forward in the same way, doing the same thing with the same approach to get that stuff that you're asking for already. The universe has heard you. It's already heard you. It wants to give you that stuff. It wants to give it to you, but you're not in receptive mode. So Cancer, what's going on in your love life? Let's see. You're releasing your ex to give this new relationship a chance, or a new relationship a chance, whether you know them or not. What else? It's safe for you to love. Oh, it's safe for you to love properly. It's safe for you to be loved too. You've been loving other people and not letting them love you, because it seems like you've been doing that in the rest of your life. It's safe for you to be loved, you know. You deserve it. Wow, you're ascending. transcending obstacles, you're ascending, raising your vibration, learning, a new phase, preparing for union. The way that you've been going about stuff hasn't been serving you at all, Cancer, but you're being prepared now for that. Let's get one of these out for you, Cancer. And what's going on for our Cancers? You got two. Oh, wow. I've not seen this card before. Okay, you got Parrot. Someone's going to gossip about you. That happens when you start putting your energy back, especially when you've been looking after other people. People don't like it because you've been enabling them, doing stuff for them. People are pretty lazy. So yeah, someone's going to gossip about you when you make a change for sure. Expect that. But you've also got Diamond here. I love it. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Receiving, Cancer, receiving a precious gift. Receive it. Allow yourself to receive it. Exercise that muscle now. Your receiving muscle. It's going to be uncomfortable for you at first, Cancer. Who's next? Leo. Leo is next. Leo, what is this Four of Swords and the Moon? Why do you need to take some time off at the moment? Why do you need to rest and recuperate? Move away in detachment. So you've ended something in your life, a job, a relocation change, a relationship has ended. There's been some change going on in your life. You're still detaching emotionally from it. And so you're still moving away from it. You might have thought, oh, I did that a while ago, weeks ago. You're not. I mean, there's still the spiritual, the emotional aspects that you're detaching from. You've still got the remnants in your energy system. That is why you need to recuperate at the moment. Grieving process. We go through this grieving process whenever anything changes. It's not just when people die or pets die. It's when we have relationship breakups. It's when things change in our life. When things change, we can go through a grieving process. That's what's going on for you. You're going through a grieving process at the moment for some big change that's happened in your life. What's this decision that you're trying to make, even though everything's up in the air right now? You think you need to make that decision now in order to be respected by others. Like you should make that decision. I should be able to make that decision now. Maybe something's up in the air in your life and you're just wondering about what everyone else is going to think of you when you're not working now, or you're not deciding where you want to live, or you're not deciding whether you want to be in that relationship. You think you feel you're pressuring yourself to make a decision, Leo. And you don't need to. Yeah, because you are going through this grieving process. You don't need to make a decision right now. People aren't disrespecting you from it. I mean, we really need to learn how to respect ourselves in that feminine energy now of giving ourselves time, realizing that the emotional side of ourselves is really important. Our mental health, our emotional health is really important. And we're not robots, we're human beings. It's okay to be a human being, Leo. Even you. Four of Cups and Four of Emotions. What's this about for you? What you resist, persist, and allow. You feel like you're being left out of something, but you're not allowing it in anyway. This is like, oh, no one ever invites me to a party, and then your phone rings or you get a message. Do you want to come to this party? No. It's that kind of behavior. You're not allowing it, even when it's offered. And then you're like, oh, I'm always left out. Whatever it is that you're wanting, it's being offered to you, but you're resisting it. You're not allowing it in. You might come up with excuses. Well, it's never the right time. It's never exactly what I want, or excuses like that. But it shows that you've got a resistance to it. So you need to get over that resistance. You're not being left out. The universe isn't leaving you out. Eight of Swords, Strength, and the Seven of Voices. Why are you trying to push forward even though you're feeling bound? Go for it in connection. You're feeling like pushing forward with a connection or relationship, but you're feeling bound too. Not fully ready yet. You're pretending to be ready, but you're not ready. It's okay not to be ready. Just seem like you're going through a grieving process at the moment. It could be about romantic relationships. Let's find out. What is going on for Leos in their romantic relationships? Let's see, Leo. You're releasing your ex, just like all of us, so that a new relationship can have a chance, or another relationship that's coming back together can have a chance. You've got chemistry, strong magnetic attraction with somebody. That's probably why you want to go for it, right? We've got strong chemistry, we're going to want to go for it. But something's stopping you there. Let's get some clarity on that. Okay, that's better. 1. Cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. That's why you're pulling back from it. That's what you're bound by. Something that's happened in the past, or with past relationships when you've had strong chemistry with them like this. You're not giving it a chance because you think that the same thing's going to happen again that happened in an old relationship. You're replaying that, either in this relationship with this person that you've got this strong chemistry with, or somebody else. You're replaying that. You need to break free of that mental thought. And whether you can do that while you're in this grieving process because it's change, I'm not sure. I'm not sure you're ready for this relationship right now. You might get ready soon. What else have you got going on? Oh, Ant, work, achievement, success. You're trying to push forward with that. I don't feel like it's happening for you this week, Leo, because you haven't got any cards about that at all. Specific to you, Leos. And you've got dark man here. Dealings or relationship with a man with a dark complexion or hair. That might mean something for you, this chemistry for some of you. Interesting. So that's you, Leo. Virgo, what about you? What's this all about for you? 4 of Swords and the Moon. Why do you need a break? What's this unknown thing that you need to break? Forgiveness. Oh. Tied into a situation that you're trying to let go of with somebody, Virgo. A connection. So it could be romantic connection. Ex-partner, could be current partner. You need to forgive them. You need to forgive them in order to be able to break that connection. There's forgiveness that needs to be had first. It's going to be very difficult to break this connection. They seem to have a hold on you like hooks. I'm seeing this image of like meat hooks into you. It's stopping you from moving on. And it's hurting you. You need to forgive them first. Yes, they've hurt you. And yes, this is not a good situation. But you need to forgive them before you can move on there. That's why you need to rest up and take care of yourself, because it's all about emotional energy, the moon. You need to free yourself emotionally to make a positive decision for yourself. You can't do that while you feel so bad about this person. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, that image that I'm getting, Virgo, is they've got some hooks into you, into your skin. It's really hurting you. And you'll be angry at them while they're holding you back with hooks into you like that, hurting you still hurting you. The only way to release them is to take a break emotionally. A break for you. Distance yourself from them. And then find that forgiveness in your heart for them. That's going to be tricky. Good luck with that, Virgo. So the 2 of Swords, this new decision that you want to make that you can't make at the moment because you don't have all of it. You don't have all of the information in place. You've got to find a new approach and meditate. So there is a different approach to take. The approach you're taking at the moment, it's not happening for you. You can't make that decision at the moment. It's like you're hitting a brick wall all the time. So meditate and a new approach will be given to you there. So that's on a specific to each person, each Virgo level. But 4 of Cups, 4 of Emotions, you're being left out. How come? Again, meditate. You need to meditate this week, Virgo. Meditate. The universe wants to move you forward. You've got friend out with this as well. 4 of Emotions, 4 of Cups. I feel like you're feeling left out here, but you're leaving yourself out. I feel like the door is wide open to you, Virgo, but you're not stepping through it. So meditate. There's some reason that you're holding yourself back. You've put a condition on yourself, like I can't go forward to this friend or this person because they won't want me because of this. But it's not true. It's not them. It's you. It's you that's placing that condition on yourself. You need to free yourself from that. You're really holding yourself back right now. What's the 8 of Swords? So there's feeling of constriction and you're wanting to battle through that. Fulfillment, be supportive. Virgo, you think that this decision that you want to make, whatever that is for you, you think it's going to lead you to being in this situation where you'll feel so fulfilled because you'll be able to support someone else. And there's an element of that, of truth in that, Virgo. But it's not the full truth, because it's not about you going in there and being supportive. It's about you going in there and getting support, allowing yourself to be loved. properly, Virgo. And that's more about being supported at the start, and then there'll be a balance that comes out. You're running on empty, Virgo. You can't push forward with this strength because you've got none left. And you've got hooks in you anyway. Wow, you've got so many meditate cards out there. Meditate, meditate, meditate. You will be shown a new way, and let go and allow yourself to be loved, Virgo. Ooh. You don't want to continue this cycle, Virgo, of keeping on attracting this unrequited love. People that can't love you properly because of what you're doing. You're doing it to yourself. You keep on putting yourself in really tricky situations, wanting to give in tricky situations, and it's unrequited love. And probably happening in your love life, and it's happening in your work life, and it's happening all around you. Unrequited love. Give us more about this. I feel like this is that first. You've got the one that has the hooks in you. This is interesting. You've got mirror here, and it's about the reflection of your wounds, mirroring each other. Self-image, relationships reflect our wounds. It's like you want to keep the pretense of it all being good, putting a smile on your face when there's terrible things going on behind closed doors. They're really hurting you. You don't want other people to know. It's like not respect. It's a face kind of thing. Self-image thing, yeah? How other people will view you because of that. It's okay. We all get into messed up relationships, and we all have to get out of those messed up relationships. We all do it, Virgo. Let's get one of these out for you as well. Oh, a tricky week for you, Virgos. Here we go. We've got a whole chair empty. Someone's leaving your life. Woo! That's good news. Like for any other sign, that wouldn't be good news. But with all of that channeling that I just did for you guys, chair empty, someone's leaving your life. At last, meditate this week. Set yourself free from that. That is a good sign for you with all of these energies. Virgo. Wow. That's you, Virgo. Libra, what about you? What's all of this about? Four of Swords, why do you need a break right now? This unknown emotional thing, what is it? To understand your life. Going through a big transition. Libra, you're going through a big transition in your life, and you just need a break just to understand what the hell was going on there. Maybe you've had a lot of change, big transformation going on in you. Life's changed completely, and you just need to go like, whoa, take a break, take some time to figure it all out. Like, what was all that about? Understanding, refocusing so you can understand your life a bit more. What's this decision you're trying to make, Libra? But something's up in the air, so you can't make it. Yeah, it's something that you think will fulfill you, and you think you can make that decision now, but you can't. You've gone through too much change, is what I'm hearing. You need to integrate those changes in you. You need to heal yourself before you can find that fulfillment. So don't go rushing ahead thinking you can make new decisions. So much change already. You don't need any more change at the moment. You need to integrate what has changed in you already. So the Four of Cups, Four of Emotions, why you're feeling so left out? Because nothing's happening. You've got weight and mystery. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Didn't you just go through a massive period of change and a huge transformation? That's a lot of change. Of course you're going to be given a break. The universe is trying to give you a break here. So there's a mystery path opening up too. You just need to wait for it. And you're not just waiting, you're recuperating, you're resting and recuperating because you've been through a hell of a lot. And you need to learn that transformation that's taken place. You need to learn from it. Like I was getting with that whole gills thing and the tadpole coming out of water now and having to integrate that and learn. It's that. You're going through that. Okay, the Eight of Swords and the Strength and the Seven of Voices. What's this about for you, Libra? Fulfillment and work. Fulfillment, okay. Fulfillment and work. So you're trying to push ahead with work, but you're feeling bound by it too. Yeah, it's not the time. Now is not the time for that. Yeah, just give yourself a break. Now's not the time for that. You've been through a hell of a lot of change. That's what I'm getting. Libra. Who do I know that's Libra? I haven't picked that up from my Libra friends at all, but I guess maybe my Libra friends aren't watching my YouTube channel, so this reading isn't for them. What's going on in your love life, Libra? Let's see. You're releasing your ex, giving a new relationship a chance, or an ex a chance to come back in, someone that you want to be in a relationship with. Heart-to-heart conversation. A heart-to-heart conversation. In this space that you're giving yourself, that could happen with someone that you want to be together with. I like it. Honestly discussing your feelings with each other. This could be an ex, someone that you want to reunite with, that you want a reunion with. You need to release your ex first. And you're going through a big period of change right now. Talking. Yes, you've got a conversation to have here. Talking. Interested. Conversing more. Awaited message arrives. Text, call, email. They could get in touch. This one you want a reunion with, probably because you've released your ex. But there's a heart-to-heart conversation. It's going to happen. Maybe they get in touch with you over this holiday period just to say happy holidays or whatever it is that you say to each other. Happy Christmas or Happy New Year and all of that, just to catch up, and then you have this heart-to-heart conversation about how you're feeling, and that would be a really good thing for you to do, especially as you've been through all of this change. Tell them about it. Tell them how you're feeling emotionally about it. Could bring you really close together. You've got Bowl. Plenty of material things, a lot of abundance happening for you. Oh, it's 1 hour, 11 minutes and 11 seconds just then. Plenty of material things happening for you. The bowl to me is like an explosion of stuff. It's like suddenly a heap of stuff comes in, not just a little bit. Everything comes in at once. You've got good stuff happening. I don't feel like this recuperation thing needs to last a long time. I think you just need to take that time to refocus and go, wow, yeah, I've been through a lot. I need to integrate that. Then this person calls you up and you talk to them, and then boom, explosion of abundance comes to you. That's awesome. Scorpio. What about you? What's the Four of Swords in the Moon? Why do you need to take some time off, Scorpio? Time off love. Okay. You've been hurt? Who hasn't? No, recently you've been really hurt in your love life. Love. Someone you love. And you're kind of closed down from that now. It just got too much. You shut down from it, Scorpio, and you need to soften and open your heart now. So that's why you're having to recuperate. Take some time off. Rest, recuperate. It's all about your heart. You see, the heart is on the string. It's heart healing. That's what it is. You need to open your heart again to love again. And this isn't saying, like, if you've just been through a breakup, if that's what this is about, it's not saying you need to open up your heart again and get in a new relationship. That's not what I'm saying. Open up your heart again to receive love, to receive help, receive love in many different ways, including abundance. We shut down our heart to everything, not just to a romantic partner. When we close it down to everything. When you learn to open up to love, you open it up to everything. Love, abundance, everything. So there's a whole lot of good stuff coming to you from that. Now, the Two of Swords, you're trying to make a decision on something, but it's all up in the air. You've got warmth and communication coming. So when you open your heart up again and get over this pain, because you really have been hurt, your heart is hurting there, like Three of Swords energy is what I'm picking up from it, Scorpio. When you get over that and you can warm and open your heart again, that communication will come in that you've been waiting for to make this decision that you want to make now, but you can't make now because you don't have all of the information. You don't have all of the information because you're closed down to that information because your heart's not open. Why the Four of Cups and the Four of Emotions? You're feeling left out. Okay, you've got play and release guilt. This is like a guilty pleasure. It's almost like something really good is happening in your life, but a lot of people think good things aren't happening in their lives, and you don't tell them about this guilty pleasure that you've got at the moment, and so you're leaving yourself out. It's almost like survivor's syndrome, where things are going well for you, they're not going well for other people, and you feel guilty about that. A guilty pleasure here. Sort that guilt out. You're leaving yourself out of things because of it. We don't have to all be having a bad time just because one person's having a bad time of it. Eight of Swords, Strength, and the Seven of Voices. What's this about for you, Scorpio? You've got Doubt, Cancels, Abundance, and Perfect. So you're being bound at the moment because you want things to be perfect. Or it's not so much you want things to be perfect. You just want you to be perfect, just you. And it's causing you to doubt your abundance. Like, you don't need to be perfect to get abundance. I think when you release that perfectionist, Scorpio, you're going to get a whole lot more abundance. So it's binding you at the moment. You're on a big path of abundance at the moment, Scorpio. A lot more. What's going on in your love life, Scorpio? Let's find out. You're releasing your ex so that you can give a new relationship or a past relationship a chance. So releasing yourself from a bond that you have with a past version that's in your imagination about an ex, such as the highlights of somebody. It's not real who they are right now. So that you can give your relationship a chance. Releasing those etheric cords. Scorpio, what else is going on? Honeymoon. Nice. Could be spending time, bliss of holiday time together. How perfect for this week. Honeymoon period. I love it, Scorpio. So, yeah. I think when you release your ex, that bond that you've got to your ex, or that ideal version in your head that you've got of your ex, then you could be in and having a great time. Honeymoon time together. Maybe taking a break together. What else have you got, Scorpio? You've got addiction, codependence. Oh, damn it. Damn it, Scorpio. The honeymoon. Nah. It's not going to last. Yeah, well, enjoy it while it lasts. That's what I'm hearing. Being bound by something. See the heart? See this picture? Can you see? Girl with a chain attached to her ankle with a heart on it. Attached. Anyway, enjoy that honeymoon while it lasts, because it's codependency. And I was thinking with all of this that the energy isn't quite matching that honeymoon vibe. But still enjoy it. I mean, enjoy it while it lasts. You deserve that. I mean, things don't need to last forever. We're allowed to have temporary things too. Let's get one of these out for you, Scorpio. Oops. There's a card wrong way around there. Okay, one for Scorpio. You've got two. We'll take them both. You've got career. Things are really taking off in your career. And as I said, I do feel like you've got a hell of a lot more abundance coming. There are forces working against you, holding you back, slowing you down a little bit, tripping you up in this career thing. And that is because when you get your energy right, when you stop trying to be perfect for it, ease up on yourself and sort through all of this other heart stuff, then these forces won't work against you. It's not evil forces working against you, tripping you up, Scorpio. It's not. It's just the universe having to trip you up, having to slow you down because you're not fully in alignment yet. It's like you can't run too fast like you can't run before you can walk, that kind of thing. You're learning how to walk before you can run. There's going to be huge abundance coming in for you. That's what I'm hearing. Sagittarius, what about you? What's the Four of Swords and the Moon? Why do you need to take a break, Saggy? Listen and success. Listen and success. You need to listen to yourself. I just got this image of someone with too many ideas, right? Too many successful ideas. I could do this, I could do that, but they're not doing any of them. I could do this, I could do that, I could start this business. Oh, I've got this idea for a new system, a new app. I've got this idea, we could do this, could do that. You might be focusing on other people too, going, oh, if I had your business, I'd do this, I'd do that. Ideas. But no action. And that's because you're not listening. You would take action if the idea was right for you. You're not listening to yourself and what would be really right for you. So this isn't about a good idea to make money. We can all find one of those. What you want is a good idea that's going to really give to you, not money. You'll get money from it too, for sure. But something that's going to give you a hell of a lot more than money. Something that's going to get you out of bed, jumping up and down and excited in the morning. You've got to listen to yourself. What will make you feel successful on the inside is something that will make your heart leap for joy. Pursue that, you'll get a hell of a lot of money from it. So all of these ideas that you've got, You're not really listening to the core of success. You're listening to the core of how you'll make money. And that's it's not sustainable. It doesn't keep anyone going. So you need a break from that. You need a break from the ideas, because they're not aligned with you. That's why you're not taking action. So don't feel bad that you're not taking action on them. You can't take action on something that isn't aligned with you. So Two of Swords, you can't make a decision. Why can't you make a decision? Because you can't encourage yourself. You can't get past non-alignment. You can't encourage yourself enough to get over unalignment. Non-alignment. You just have to release the guilt for that and then get aligned. So it's like you're in a downward spiral, getting more and more out of alignment because you're beating yourself up for not taking these opportunities, but you can't. So the Four of Cups, you're feeling left out. Yeah, you will be feeling left out. You're feeling like nothing's working for you, or you can't work on it. One step at a time, is it true? None of these ideas are good. You're not aligned to the core yet, what you really want. Go for fulfillment, something that's going to make your heart sing for joy. Go for that. Let the money sort itself out. One step at a time, get back to firm foundations of what it is that you actually want, what your soul actually wants. Don't look from on a surface level, because you will get left out because you're not including yourself in that. Eight of Swords, Strength and Seven of Voices, trying to push towards expansion and success. Yes, you are. But you're feeling bound. You will feel bound. I've already told you why. So, love life. What's going on in your love life, Sag, apart from releasing your ex? Or a fantasy version that you've got of your ex in the past. The highlight reel version of them. You're releasing that idea to give a relationship, a true relationship, a chance. And you're letting go of control issues. Sagittarius, you've got control issues. You're letting go of control issues, so you've been a little bit controlling in relationships, or maybe a little bit controlling in relationships. Give your relationship a chance. Clingy. I just saw the image in this card, and I didn't see this actual image. I saw him clinging onto her, or her clinging onto him a little bit too tightly. That control issues, not trusting, that kind of thing. Let go of those control issues. You don't need to control it, just let it flow in and out. Give them more time, more space. You don't have to be messaging all the time, that kind of thing. Let go of those control issues. You might want some help with that. You might want to get a counsellor or something like that to help you out. It's hard to see these things when it's our lifelong pattern, especially if you've learned it from a parent too. That could be true for some of you. So give us more on this first, Sag. Control issues. Some of you, it could be being controlled by someone else as well, is a pattern that you're in. I like you. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting, want to date. Let go of control issues. Go easy on them. This could be a new person coming into your life. Just flip those cards up. And yeah, don't be so intense and don't cling on to them, Sag. Let's get one of these out for you, Sagittarius. What else have you got going on this week? You have Weeping Willow, a family sorrow. Oh, it could be about this ex thing. I think it could be about that. You've got some emotional stuff to process this week. Yes, I think we all have. Right, okay, who's next? Capricorn, what is this break that you need? What's it all about? Four of Swords and the Moon here. Expansion, patience. You need a break because the universe wants to take you toward that expansion, that great growth that you want, more success, the perfect relationship, whatever it is that you've been asking for, the big thing, Capricorn, that you've been asking for, this expansion. Expansion isn't just growth, it's much, much bigger and better than you've had before. And you're having to have patience with that. Take a break because the universe will actually give you the path to it. You don't need to find that path yourself. You don't need to figure it out yourself, Capricorn. You just need to take a break and let the universe show you the way. You're trying to make a decision on something. It's on intimacy. There's Two of Swords and the Two of Materials. It's all up in the air because you're trying to make a decision on a relationship or intimacy. Even though it feels bad for you. It's almost like you're trying to get into a relationship with somebody that's not good for you, Capricorn, here. It's making you feel bad. Or the way that you're looking at it is making you feel bad. It's all up in the air anyway, and you don't have all of the information yet. You might be guessing about someone, and they're not communicating with you, so you can't make this decision. Yeah, there's something weird about that, Capricorn. Watch out. It seems like you might be getting into a really tricky relationship situation there. It's almost like your head's trying to rule your heart and you're trying to push forward on it. Four of Cups, Four of Emotions. You're feeling left out, like nothing much is happening. Could be in the love department here. You've got self-love and sabotage, right? So you're not doing the self-love first. That's what you need to do. You're not doing the self-love to get this new partner, right? You're not doing, oh, I'll just dip my toe in self-love, but really I'm doing it for that. And then as soon as you start loving yourself, you quickly you go back to your old ways. Don't do that. You're sabotaging it. You keep on dipping your toe in the self-love thing, but then backing out of it. You know, we do that when we're not really 100% on the self-love. Just be 100% on the self-love because you deserve it now. Because you're the most important person in your life, Capricorn. Do it for yourself. Everything else will sort itself out after that, but don't do it for that, right? Don't do it for that. Just realize that you're really important. So rest, recuperate. Don't sabotage that self-love. Just do it for the self-love's sake. How long do you want to wait for this relationship, Capricorn, and for this success and everything? Do you want to wait your whole life? Do you want to carry on in this pattern of not really loving yourself properly, doing it for ulterior motives and sabotaging yourself? Or do you want to go, oh, okay, I'm just going to love myself that now? Because it could only be like the 3 or 6 months of you doing that, and then you get everything that you wanted, and then you're going to be kicking yourself. Why didn't I do that years ago? That's what I said to myself. I did this self-love thing. I poured myself into it. It was a couple of years ago now. My life changed so much afterwards, and I'm like, why didn't I get this years ago? Don't be like me years ago. Be like me now. Do it for yourself. For yourself. For you. You're important. Eight of Swords and Strength and the Seven of Voices. You're trying to initiate something. You're trying to override it. You're trying to manifest something. You're like giving yourself affirmations. I'm good enough for this. I'm good enough for this. And you're still trying to push forward and do it yourself instead of loving yourself and let it be magnetized towards you. That's why you're trying to use your strength. You're trying to overcome these binds. You're trying to initiate it and make it happen yourself. You can't do that. You need to love yourself properly first. And it's not just a feeling and it's not affirmations. You actually need to step back from everything else you're doing and make yourself a priority. Prioritize yourself and really look after yourself to your best ability right now. That is self-love. Take that focus off everything and everybody else. Don't have it on your money, not your focus on your business, not your focus on other people, not your focus on your family, nothing, nothing else, just you. Make you a priority. Treat yourself like the princess that lives inside your heart, or the prince that lives inside of your heart. And it's your job to look after them the best ability so that they can be an amazing person when they grow up. Treat yourself like that now. Prioritize that. It's so important. Everything else rides on it. You're wasting your time trying to focus on anything else right now. What's going on in your love life, Capricorn? You've got this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Just go in your bathroom and have a look in the mirror. There you are. And when you get you right, wow, the right one's going to come in. You could be the one. You need to let go of that ex, though. Date. Oh, it could be the one. Yeah, you got a date, meeting someone new, getting back out there. Wow. Capricorn. Well, I actually wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend doing that self-love thing. Just because of the energies. If what I've just said has resonated with you, it's not the ideal time to date. Or if you do date, it's just going to be a short-term thing. Just enjoy it for the date kind of thing. I wouldn't recommend getting into a relationship because you're still in that old energy. So Capricorn, what else have you got going on? You've got Lobster, financial pinch at the moment. Everything else will be shutting down in your life if you're not self-loving things. The universe will be trying to get you to do that self-love. You've also got Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Interesting. It feels like you can keep something going without having your energy in it. Just setting that intention. Keep that going for me, universe, while I sort myself out, while I take this time for myself, while I put myself first. The universe will absolutely support you to do that when you make a really good decision for yourself like that, to self-love. Yes, the universe will jump on board with that. They'll all be applauding you. All of your guides, your higher self, everyone else's higher self, all of your ancestors will be like, yay, Capricorn. Yes, Capricorn's doing it for herself now. Let's throw money at her. I feel like something could be ticking over, and that's what that Fox card is about. Financial pinch. There's not going to be a financial pinch. Or it could be running on bare minimum kind of thing, but I feel like there's something that's automatic that can carry on for you so that you can spend this time on yourself. Interesting. Who's next? Aquarius. Aquarius is next. Why are you needing to take a break, Aquarius? This unknown thing, taking a break. Four of Swords. Prepare and up until now. Oh, the past. Something from the past returning. You've got to prepare yourself. Get ready for it. Brace yourself. Something is returning from the past and you need a rest beforehand. You've not been resting. You've been carrying on. You need to actually take that rest now to prepare yourself for this thing from the past coming back in. I don't know what if you had a break from work, if you had a break from family, if you had a break from a relationship, what have you had a break from? It's incoming again, and this might be your last chance to take a break, take that break that you really need. Maybe you've been carrying on going because you've not wanted to feel that break, you know? It's like when I used to have my kids half the time, and whenever they went to go and live with their dad, I used to pack all of their stuff away and then work. Pour my time into my work, and that's what I do now. Right, break up with a partner. Oh, I'm just going to work on my business. You know, I override it like that. You've got the same feeling here that you've been carrying on going to try and not feel something. So take a break, because then it's coming back in from the past, and you need to have done something. I had a break before it comes back in. Two of Swords and the Two of Materials. You're trying to make a decision, but now is not the time to make a decision. Doubt cancels abundance and time alone. So you're trying to, these two are really linked with each other. You're trying to make a decision, but you've not given yourself that break yet that you need, that time alone, the downtime, the time to feel it, the break. So you will feel like you can't make a decision. I don't know. I've not stopped, I've not sat down, I can't make a decision. It's that kind of an energy. You need to stop so that you can make that decision. Have some time alone as well. Four of Cups, Four of Emotions. You're feeling left out. Your heart's feeling left out. I am love. Is it true? Are you the fountain of love, the fountain of youth? Are you the fountain of love? Is it true that you're source? Or should you be receiving love too? Are you the source of love, Aquarius? Or are you just another human being like everyone else, needing to give love and receive love and receive love? You're telling yourself a story about you being the source of love, or able to give more love than others, or something like that. It's making you left out of the loop, so you're not receiving love, not properly. Eight of Swords, strength, Eight of Strength. The Strength card is the 8. Eight of Swords, Strength, and the Seven of Voices. What's all of this about? Bound by something. You're bound by the past. You're trying to push through, but you're trying to do things in the old way. You can't do that. There's a new beginning coming for you, Aquarius. Yeah, it's the age of Aquarius. The new beginning, but you need to be still, keep quiet. You need to break that pattern, feel things. Give yourself a break. Take some time for you. Be the hermit. Don't get in touch with anyone for a while, and just give yourself that time to feel and stop. I feel like this is a pivotal point for you. You can either go backwards and carry on the way that you were, keep on living with the same problems as you did before, the same struggle, or you can take this time now, fully feel it, and make some new decisions, and that should change the way that you approach your life. And that's how you're going to get that new beginning. What's going on in your love life? Finances and career is what's going on in your love life. So finances, career, they're factoring into your love life here. You might be tied up with someone because of money, sharing expenses, something like that. Could be someone can't approach you, or you don't feel like you can approach someone new because of finances and career. Anyway, that's affecting your love life right now. There we go, that's better. Like the lively ones that flip up and jump up. Self-indulgence. Focus on self. Self-worth. Time to heal. Shadow work. Self-appreciation. Yes, that's the right card. No wonder it did a couple of backflips and stuff. Self-indulgence. Indulge yourself. It's okay. You need to do that. It's not just okay. It's essential for you right now. Give yourself some time. You've been go, 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 go. You need to stop right now. Why was that? A few weeks ago. I just got so exhausted, so I did stop, and I so needed that. I needed to feel stuff about my ex. I needed to feel what my business was doing to me. I just got so busy. I needed a break to change things, to make it easier on myself. So I get it. I get where you're at. The door's waiting to open for you, but it can't open at the moment. So what you want is waiting for you. Opportunities are waiting for you. They're waiting for you to get ready. They're waiting for you to take this break and realize that you need to approach life in a different way. Wow. And then it's all going to happen. You can have this new beginning. I love it. And finally, Pisces. What's this Four of Swords? Why do you need to take a break, Pisces? Abundance, innocence. This is funny. Okay, you need to take a break because there's something dodgy going on. You can have innocent abundance. Pisces, this almost feels like you might be stealing something at the moment or doing something underhanded, or maybe it's just something that's not in alignment with you for your money. And this is saying you can have it innocently. I mean, you can have abundance and your alignment. You can have your abundance and your integrity. You don't have to do something like illegal or that's not aligned with you or something dodgy for your money. You don't need to do that. You probably get more abundance if you don't do that, Pisces. So that's why you need a break, to realize it's kind of undermining your energy is what I'm hearing, Pisces. It's got a tinge of deceit, sneakiness, that kind of thing about it, and it's not helping you. So take a break there. Two of Wands, Two of Materials. What? You can't make a decision on something because something is up in the air, and you've got jealousy and sex out with that too. You wanted to make a decision, but it seems like the decision, it could be a decision on a relationship, but the decision is, it's almost like you want someone back just because you're jealous because they're moving on. It's that kind of an energy, and you want them sexually or something like that. You know, and someone's moving on and we're like, we don't want someone else to have them. That kind of an energy. Just be careful of that. You're trying to make a decision. The universe is stopping you from making that decision. It's kind of blindfolding you so that you don't make it for these negative reasons. So just watch yourself that. You know, our ego can be so tricky. We can think that we want someone, we're attracted to someone, when really we're not. It's just our ego trying to protect us, trying to cling, trying to be right sometimes. I don't know. Watch out for that. Someone else could be doing that to you as well. Watch out for that. Someone could be pretending to want you properly and they don't. It's just a jealousy or sex and they don't want you to be with someone else. Four of Cups, Four of Emotions, you're being left out. Oh, being with nature and clearing within. You're having some time out in nature and you're leaving yourself out of things, and this is a good thing. I feel like this is self-imposed, in a good way, self-imposed time out. You put yourself in time out, Pisces, in nature, to clear things, to clear your energy. I like that. That's a good thing. Eight of Swords, Strength, and the Seven of Voices. What's this for you, Pisces? You've got get what I want and gratitude. Right. So you're feeling bound at the moment, unable to get what you want, so you're wanting to push forward to get what you want, but you will get what you want. You will in the end. And you'll be very grateful for it. It's going to be different than how you're trying to get it at the moment. There's a little bit of a rejig going on with you at the moment. It seems the universe is trying to align you with your abundance to get it so that you're within integrity with your own heart, so that you can get that abundance that you want. And in relationships too, it's almost like your pursuit of someone that you can't have just to have them because of your doubting abundance is stopping you from getting that relationship that you want. So there's nothing major, but there's some little tweaks to be made here. You will get what you want. You're going to be so grateful that you didn't get what your ego thought you wanted. You didn't get the money in that dodgy way. You didn't get the person through the jealousy and the sex thing. You know, it's that kind of thing. You're going to be really grateful for the way that you do get it in the end. Everything that you want. So you're releasing your ex so you can give yourself a chance in relationships. I'll give you a new relationship a chance, or a new relationship a chance. What else is going on in your love life, Pisces? My stomach's really noisy all of a sudden. Soulmate. This is your soulmate, it says. This is your soulmate. Now remember, soulmates can be people that come into our lives for a lesson. We feel a very strong connection with them. Not necessarily someone that we're going to romantically spend our lives with. But you've got, yes, this is your soulmate. What's going on in your love life? Let's get some more about that. Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. Hesitation. I feel like you've got a soulmate coming in your love life, Pisces. So don't pursue that one just for sex and stuff and jealousy. Don't do that, because you've got true love coming in. Cupid's going to shoot your heart and someone else's heart. A chance meeting could be over this holiday period. Could be this week. Wow. Oh. Let's get one of these out for Pisces. Oh, I think I dropped a heap of them under the table. Never mind, you're the last one anyway. You've got Cain. Pay attention to your health. Okay. What are you doing, Pisces? Drinking too much? Eating too much? That kind of thing? Pay attention to your health. Even now, like even over these holiday period. You got June out with this too. Now, I'm getting with this Cain, pay attention to your health. If you don't make a change now, you'll know what I'm talking about. It will progress in June. You'll have to pay attention to it in June. So you could have a health issue coming up if you don't pay attention to your health right now. Yeah. And that could be overindulgence of something, Pisces. So even now, even though it's like, oh, well, yeah, well, I'll sort it out in the new year. You know, the New Year's resolutions that we only keep for a couple of days and then we go back into our old patterns. Do it this week. Yeah, make those changes this week. Do it now. Don't wait. There you go. That's it. I've got everybody done. That's our week. I hope you enjoy your week. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, have a great week. Have a great Christmas. Have a great New Year. All of that stuff. And I'll see you next year. Oh my God. I'll see you next year. Or every day, in fact, on my YouTube channel with my daily updates and in Psychic Cafe. So yeah, have a great time. Bye.